FOG Andrew here from the Family of Gamers. Welcome, Wargamers, to an exciting, awesome episode. Alright, so I did a video talking about the reveal of the new Unmatched Slings and Arrows set that is due to release, I think, in June. Pre-orders are up on Restoration Games' website. It is the Shakespeare set for Unmatched. I go into a little bit of more detail in that video. You can check that out after this one. Long story short, the four characters we're getting are Shakespeare, of course, Titania, Hamlet, and then the three witch sisters from Macbeth. So they're kind of drip feeding some kind of leak reveals kind of things. You could check out on BoardGameGeek.com. The images that I got were from there. But here we go. We're taking a look at some of this stuff. So as you can see, we have a first look at the Shakespeare model, his health dial, card backs, and then his sidekick tokens. So, what do we got here? So, it looks like we're getting Shakespeare, and then he's got three sidekicks. So there's a couple pictures here I want to take a look at. As you can see here, we have his ability, which is interesting. So we'll kind of take a look at his card. So Shakespeare is a melee character with 13 health, move of 2, and he's got his actor sidekicks, which have melee, and he's got 3 of them. And I would assume they have 1 health each, like the Harpies or the Minutemen or whatever they're called from Robin Hood's character. So, card back looks cool. Health dial looks cool. I like the papers. I like how you got kind of his face there. Model looks pretty cool too. He looks very kind of heroic there. But the main thing that we wanted to talk about here is his ability. That's kind of the thing that we're all wondering, obviously how Shakespeare and all these characters in this box are going to play. So, he has his iambic pentameter, which is after you attack or defend, you add your card to your line. When your line has 10 or more syllables, discard your line. If there are exactly 10 syllables, resolve the completion effect on the last card. So I know a lot of people were saying like, oh, you have like another row of cards that you have to kind of keep an eye of, like that's too much. You're gonna have like 10 cards in your row, and then you just no. It's not like that, because we have an example of one of his cards, the Idols of March. So there are 4 syllables, it looks like, which this seems like just to be a standard either attack or defense. We can't really see what the card is. It seems like it's just a standard card, and then the completion effect seems like it would be deal 2 damage to any opposing fighter. So I would assume, I'm just going off assumptions here. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like that you're going to have a bunch of cards, or pretty much all the cards in your deck are probably going to have these syllables, and they're going to you'll line them up after you attack or defend, and then once you do that, you put it into your line instead of it going to the discard pile, and then when you get 10, you'll get the ability. So there's a lot. This seems like he's going to be a very interesting kind of card playing kind of thing. It reminds me a little bit of Little Red, how, Little Red has like the card. It's like, okay, if you have this card on the top of your discard pile, then this ability will go off for the next card you play. And it seems like he might be kind of similar to that, where you have to kind of figure out what cards you're going to play in what order to not go over 10, to have 10 or more syllables, and then to get exactly 10 syllables, and then to get the, specific effects. I hope these effects are going to be like very rewarding and powerful. I don't want it to be like, oh, you get to move 1 space, you get to move 2 spaces. It should be something pretty, pretty good if you're, planning ahead of what cards you're going to play for your attack or defense. I hope they're like cards that are like worth it to play the end, the completion effect. Like here, deal 2 damage to any opposing fighter. That's not an adjacent fighter. That's so the opposing fighter could be on the other side of the board, and you could just deal 2 damage to them. And if they have 2 damage left, then the game's over. So it's pretty good. But so this card here that they're showing, the Ides of March. I think I said Idols before. Ides of March. He's got four syllables here. So you know, I feel like some cards are either going to have like 3 or 4 syllables. It's not going to be, you know, I hope it's not going to be like there's mostly 1 syllable cards in the deck, because then it might start to get annoying. It's like, oh, I need 10 cards, and then you have a line of 10 cards. I understand where people are coming from, where that might, you know, be a little convoluted and annoying. But if most of the cards are around, you know, 3 or 4 syllables each, it's not that hard to get up to 10 syllables in that case. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm, you know, again, I'm very interested to see how he plays. I'm interested to see his other cards and what the deal is with that. Again, he's got 3 actors sidekicks for him, which look like they're going to be about 1 health each. We go back to the previous picture here. He's got 2, looks like the same one, and then you got 1 that's a little different there. So, you know, I'm excited, definitely excited for this set. If you didn't see my last video about it, I'm very excited for this, even though, you know, I don't really know much about Shakespearean work. I really only read Macbeth in high school. So, you know, again, more characters for Unmatched. I'm not against it. And then here's a better look at his card. You know, same thing. Nothing's different there. But I also wanted to quickly show the Wayward Sisters, the 3 witches from Macbeth, as one of the hero characters in this set. We have the model reveals here. So as you can see, they look pretty good. They have their beards. They have like these really cool kind of skull things, you know, under their neck, you know, on their chest there. Potions and stuff like that. You know, from the press release thing, they said they're going to have a lot of potion play in there. So I think that's going to be kind of interesting. And again, it's our second hero in Unmatched that's going to have 3 full-on models on the board. That I assume you'd have to, you know, take out all 3 to win the game, like the Raptors. So I'm curious to see what their health is going to be. Are they going to have like 7 or 8 or even 6 health compared to like the Raptors, or are they going to have more or less, whatever? So I'm very interested to see, you know, what the deal is. I would be interested to see like them versus the Raptors in a game. But again, the set comes out in June, so we have a ways to go until we get this set released. So let me know what you think so far down in the comments below. Do you think that Shakespeare's character card is a little complicated, or do you think it's fine? Again, I think it's fine, but, you know, again, time will tell when we actually play it. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. There's also videos on the screen that you can check out that we have posted on the channel. We have plenty of other Unmatched content, videos, and stuff like that you can check out on the channel as well. Check out our link tree in the description below. It's got links to our social medias, our Discord server, our podcast, as well as our Patreon. If you want to help support the channel, you can do so there. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one.